It's Bowling.
Blake Houston.
What's happening, Blake?
What's up, Blake?
Oh, not much. Long night last night, but now we're back at it this morning.
That's good job. Good job. So I wanted to let the world get to know us a little bit more. We've talked, CB, you and I have had some conversations about work background, food we like, all those things, but we're going to pull Blake into this. He's a part of the team.
Love it.
So the question today is, what choice or decision or moment has shaped your career to be where you are today? Wow. We're going deep.
Wow.
Why are you where you are today in your career? What was that significant moment or decision?
Where's my Kleenex in case I start crying? Wow.
I'm going to let Blake start with that one.
Oh, sure. Mine's probably deciding to take a Relaxercise class at Iowa. Ended up meeting my now wife, and that's kind of how I made it to Dubuque and fell into Friedman, and now I specialize in benefits. I didn't really, I had no idea where I was going to end up, but yeah, the wife kind of showed me to Dubuque.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Was that like a fun class, or did you actually get credit for that?
You basically, it was a 1 credit, and you showed up, you rolled out your yoga mat, and most of the time was spent sleeping, meditating.
Meditating, yes.
Yeah,
right. Napping, yes. Yeah. That's awesome. Relaxercise to AssuredPartners. I love it.
And what did that class cost? Just, I mean, are we talking 1,000 credit? What,
whatever the rate at Iowa is. That's a bad question to ask me.
Your poor parents paid how many hundreds of dollars for you
to nap every week?
You had to fulfill the credit.
Yeah, that's true. Wow. Yeah, now bring it down, CB. Yeah, thinking of wasting money. We're trying to have some fun here. So let's ask you, Mr. Bullen. You're rocking the Molyneux shirt today.
Yeah, old school, man. Going straight up legacy name. So I had been in the insurance business for 20 years. And the last 3 of that, we had a very large client that we shared with another legacy name called LMC Insurance out of Des Moines.
Yep.
And realized several things. Number one, they were doing things I hadn't even thought of. Yeah. Realized I probably wasn't a great agency owner. I loved dealing with clients. I loved being in insurance. I hated being the owner of an agency that had employees.
It's a lot of different responsibilities. Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's just not what I'm good at. And it took 20 years of probably me being stubborn to finally acknowledge that I wasn't good at it. So the pivotal moment was, we have decided, okay, we are merging our agency into LMC, and now we have to really determine where are we going to relocate.
Yep.
And so we're from Rockford. I had a freshman, sophomore boys in high school. Great time to say.
Perfect time to move them. Yeah, that's awesome.
Born and raised in this town, friends from the time they were 6 weeks old on. So yeah, it came down to LMC, and we don't have enough time for this conversation, but let's just say that it ended leaving Davenport and my wife crying on the way back to Rockford, because we knew that's where we really needed to be.
Yeah.
We felt that this was probably our home, but we couldn't believe that we were kind of making almost like a lateral move when you compare a Rockford to a Davenport, not a Rockford to a Denver.
Yeah.
Or it was lateral, as this is kind of looks like the same town, maybe a little bit on steroids, but
yeah.
What a great decision. Obviously, the guidance and the thought that went into this, I truly trusted my wife. I mean,
that's awesome.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, so mine was decision in college, trying to decide what to do for an internship. I was a business major, finance focus, and I thought I was going to go into banking. And so I was in the Chicago suburbs in college, and at that time, all banking internships were no pay. And it was like, I'm going to have to figure out how to live in Chicagoland with no money. And so I started looking back to the Quad Cities where my family was to figure out, are there opportunities for internships? Friends, parents were in the insurance industry, and connected with them. I got my internship with Aflac. I'm rocking my Aflac shirt today as well.
Yeah.
So I started with Aflac as a junior in college and totally forgot about banking because I loved the prospecting sales aspect of it. And then that led me to, 13 years with the carrier and started realizing I wanted to elevate and go more into consulting and look to Molyneux, now AssuredPartners. But yeah, I mean, it was that decision of like,
Wow.
I really want to go into banking and I really want to do that. I just can't afford it. So I went out and started selling on commission, which is pretty crazy. So
You would have been a good banker. I'm just not positive the haircut would have been a
no, that would not have flown. My hair was like yours back in that time frame. So I was short, basketball cut, man. This is the post-COVID world.
Well,
Yeah, hair on the collar, that wouldn't fly either, not in banking.
well, somehow you can rock it well. So there you go.
Well, thank you. But yeah, it's just I thought that would be a fun question this morning. Just what brought us here, and here we are, all three of us working together daily, working with clients, having a blast. So thanks for sharing, guys.
I love it. Great topic. Thank you, guys.
Fun.
All right.
Yep.
We'll see
Talk
you.
soon. See you guys.